Hello and welcome to Road Trip. I'm Shannon Lanier. It's time to find a comfy spot, grab a snack, and come along with us for the next few minutes to discover some special spots around the region. You can even go ahead and put your feet up because we are doing the driving for you. So are you a fan of the show Gilmore Girls? Well, did you know that the show's creator used the cozy town of Washington, Connecticut as inspiration? So now is the perfect time of the year for photojournalist Lori Goliath to take us on a tour of the fictional Stars Hollow and discover what Rory and Lorelai's favorite spots are.
Washington's the quintessential small New England town.
It's a great little town. Everybody knows each other.
We're here at the Mayflower Inn and Spa because this is where Amy Sherman-Palladino stayed and got the inspiration for the show.
I think when the show was written and she was here in the depot, she just saw so many great things that she could add to the Gilmore Girls.
To get a real feel for the town of Washington, which was the inspiration, you can come into Washington Depot and visit the spots that the characters were associated with. You can go to the bookstore.
Hickory Stick Bookshop.
Because Rory was such a reader.
It is a staple. The store's been here in Washington for over 70 years. We see people every single day. I mean, it's wonderful. We love the conversations that we have with people. They come from far and wide, and it's fun.
We're in the Washington Supply.
It's been in business since 1893, so about 131 years.
And you could get pretty much everything you need here.
You walk through the door and you know a Gilmore Girl fan when you see one. You know, it's kind of cool, and they've come from all over the world to make a memory because of this show, which is amazing.
As you are visiting Washington, you certainly need to make sure that you're getting a cup of coffee, following in the steps of Lorelai and Rory.
We're at the Poe Cafe in Washington, Connecticut. On the show, everyone's drinking coffee all the time at Luke's Diner and elsewhere, and we're happy to have Connecticut roasted coffee right here at the Poe. We love to welcome the fans. We love the energy that they bring, and we try to offer, you know, some things on our menu that are snippets from the show.
On Saturday mornings, there's a farmer's market right in the center of town where you can purchase locally grown produce. Suki would have loved going to the farmer's market because she always loved the freshest and best ingredients. It's such a joy for us to share our town because we love it so much. The character of Washington is what really inspired Amy when she was writing the show.
She obviously loved the town and wrote a great story, you know, that's now almost 25 years old and is still loved.
It's a great show, and I'm not at all surprised that it still is, I think, as popular or maybe more popular than it was originally.
If you want to experience Stars Hollow and you're a Gilmore Girls fan, there isn't any other place besides Washington. I mean, it's perfect here.
Okay, I have to admit, I've never seen Gilmore Girls, but now that town makes me want to go binge watch all the episodes. A Halloween tradition is back for its 20th year. Our Lisa LaRocca gets glowing in Croton-on-Hudson, where everything's ablaze.
All right, everybody, it's time to get your pumpkin on. The great jack-o'-lantern blaze is back bigger and better than ever. In the last 2 decades, more than 2 million people have come to historic Van Cortlandt Manor in Croton-on-Hudson to see the great jack-o'-lantern blaze. People from all 50 states, even other countries, travel to see spectacular lights and displays, all made out of pumpkins. It began with an idea for a family-friendly attraction to tie in with the popularity of Halloween events in what's called Sleepy Hollow Country.
We had about maybe 2,000 pumpkins that first year. Most of them were kind of single pumpkins that were carved, very artistic and beautiful, but not as involved as what we do these days.
These days, they use 8,000 pumpkins, some made out of foam, but also real pumpkins grown right here in the Hudson Valley. The staff is constantly switching out and carving new fresh ones. They start putting it all together in mid to late summer.
It takes a lot of work, a lot of imagination, a lot of creativity, and a lot of planning for sure.
That first year, the blaze ran for just 9 days, but by the end, they knew they had something special. And they were right. This year marks the 20th anniversary, and the event now runs for 9 weeks. In addition to the incredible displays, many paying homage to historic Hudson Valley, there's the retail tent with all kinds of cool stuff to bring home. And new this year, you can have a speakeasy type of experience at the Gourd and Goblet Tavern located in the historic Ferry House. You can grab a cocktail and snack here before continuing along the Blaze Trail.
It's a good way to really be immersed in the season and in the Blaze.
The Great Jack-O-Lantern Blaze runs through mid-November, but tickets go really fast, so get moving on that. For everything you need to know, we have a link on our website at news12.com. Do not miss this. We're in Croton-on-Hudson. Lisa LaRocca, News 12. What's up there, big guy?
Wow, my jack-o'-lanterns never look like that. So creative. And speaking of that, they say that you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Well, our Amanda Lee is putting that theory to the test with beads and glass and a rainbow of hues. We're off to a unique studio in Somerset County.
On this week's road trip close to home, we're doing something you probably can't find anywhere else.
We're making Turkish mosaic lamps workshops in here. People come here and then make their own lamp, and then using the glass pieces and then the beads. Okay, so this is our design paper in here. So the people making their design on the paper first. And those are Turkish mosaic lamps, big patterns, and there are also small patterns on behind. And then they choose all the colors that they want and then make their design on the paper first. And after they finish their design, they should be transfer them all to the glass globe starting from center. And then the traditional way to make Turkish mosaic lamp is 2 to 4 big patterns and then other small patterns in between.
All right, well, I'm gonna do this one right here. My hands are shaky. All right, so I start with the middle, right?
Yes.
All right, I finished my design. So now we are going to mix our beads.
And the last part is the grout part, and the people make the grout at their home.
Now it's your turn to try it out. You can book a workshop through the Turkish Mosaic Art website. In Somerset County, Amanda Lee, News 12, New Jersey.
Wow, I didn't know Amanda had those skills. You better start an Etsy page or something. Well, now it's time for Nikita Ramos to introduce us to the county's largest collection of early aircrafts, spanning the late 19th century through the 1940s. So get ready, road trippers. It's time to take off.
Take off and travel through the decades to a remarkable time for mankind. The eras of discovery, development, and daring flights are brought back to life at the old Rhinebeck Aerodrome.
We call it a living museum because it really is an experience where you feel truly immersed in the time period.
Walk through one of the country's largest collections of early aircrafts from the turn of the 20th century to about 1939. That's really only about 25 to 30 years of aviation, and from the looks of some of the early ones, you'll get the sense of how quickly flight technology took off.
We keep things in our museum as they were when they were last in service. It's such a stark contrast of what the planes looked like in the early days through the Golden Age. It's amazing to see the transformation, and you really can see it when you walk through our buildings.
Seeing is one thing, but how about feeling?
Every weekend through the end of October, you can come out here to the Aerodrome and sign up for biplane rides for an experience you will not forget.
There's nothing like feeling the wind in your face.
And flying in an original 1929 biplane.
It's so nice to see the way that it's been done for almost 100 years now, and this place really gives you that feeling like you've turned back the clock.
This is one of more than 15 historic aircrafts that rotate the flight line for weekend air shows.
We have 2 different shows. Saturday is History of Flight, and our Sunday show is our World War I show, and it's a really great opportunity to see, hear, smell, and feel the planes doing what they do best.
Experience what it's like to actually travel through time on this road trip or flight close to home.
The art of making pottery can mean different things for different people, but studies show that it can relieve stress and anxiety, help with hand-eye coordination, all while expressing yourself. So Nadia Galindo is getting her hands dirty in Brooklyn.
The first step, the wheel's gonna be on.
If you've never tried making pottery,
This is good. Yeah.
getting started is as easy as getting your hands on a block of clay.
You have to be in control of the clay.
This is a class of beginners, but all skill levels are welcome at Pottery Studio 1, located in Clinton Hills, says Gabby Grafakos.
We offer one-time classes. We do wheel throwing and hand building.
And she explains this art that is as old as humanity itself can be therapeutic.
Once they start doing this, they're like, wow, this is like really relaxing. It's kind of like a form of like art therapy for people.
A one-time pottery class with painting is an easy way to get going, and it starts with a demo.
Slam it down super hard, and then I throw with my left hand, so I'm going in with my left. Trying to get this cake shape.
Now I get a chance to try molding the clay.
Right hand and push down.
You just want to pull your finger towards you to whatever width you want that mouth to be.
Once you get going though, it's a lot faster.
Yeah. You're gonna make a cylinder, and to do that, you're just gonna take a hand. What's important is that we're pulling the clay from the bottom and we're pulling it through the entire wall.
And then push up.
Yes, so you're gonna compress and kind of drag straight up.
It is very satisfying.
It's very hypnotizing with like the
Yes.
spiral in the center.
Okay.
Cute.
And once the clay is shaped to perfection, you head over to paint your object. There are a lot of options, but I go with 3 colors. You can also jazz up your piece by adding clay parts to your heart's desire. Every piece ends up as unique as its creator.
All right, this is what my piece ended up looking like. It's gonna sit here on this shelf for about 10 days before going into 1700 degree heat. It'll be ready for pickup in about 2 to 4 weeks. On this road trip close to home, I'm Nadia Galindo.
Okay, did that remind anyone else of that movie Ghost? I'm just saying, pretty cool. Well, are you a crafter or just aspire to be one? Come along to this cool candle bar where you can mix custom oils, colors, and crystals to create your very own unique candle. They smell good, look pretty, and add ambiance to every room. We're talking about candles, so today we are at Fire and Wixx here in Patchogue to learn how you can make your very own custom candles. And now we're with the owner, Christine. You gotta tell me how you came up with this cool idea.
Well, I'm an elementary teacher and I've been crafting and making candles for years on my stovetop. And I decided that I wanted to bring the benefits of candle making to everyone in a central location.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab my apron. Where do we start? I'm ready to get busy.
We're gonna start by choosing a vessel. These are our standard vessels that you would choose from, or we have a fan favorite, our margarita and our drink and dessert candles.
I like fun desserts, so I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, next up we have to pick a fragrance, right?
Yes, we have over 65 fragrances to choose from. You can choose up to 3 to blend together.
Which are your most popular?
Oh, we have a bunch. Jamaican Me Crazy, Hot Girl Summer, Monkey Farts.
I love these names. Okay, Hot Girl Summer. Ooh, that smells like a drink. And Monkey Farts, what does that smell like? Oh, actually, it's really good. It smells like bananas, so I'm definitely gonna go with that because it's hilarious. And since I'm making dessert, let's do strawberry pound cake.
Great, let's go make a candle. So first, we're gonna start with placing our wick in our vessel.
Okay, and we have 2 for this, right?
Yes.
We'll just place them down in there.
And next, we're gonna measure out our fragrance oil on our scale.
Okay, so I'm gonna put about, how much in this one?
0.6.
Okay, we have a little scale there, so there we go. Went a little over, and
up to 1.2.
oh, it smells so good. I can smell it already.
So next, you're gonna pour it right into the hot wax and
ready?
blend it up.
All right, now how long do I have to mix this for?
About 2 minutes.
Now after that,
You're gonna take the dye that you chose
okay, I got pink, nice and bright.
for strawberry pound cake, right?
Yep.
Squirt that in, keep blending. And once you have the color that you want, you can pour it right into your vessel to dry.
Well, it looks like my candle has settled, nice and dry and solidified. So what do we do now?
Let's pipe away. Get as creative as you want. We have a lot of different fun wax melts that you can decorate with.
And these are just like strawberries and different things to add to the top. No, I just stick them right in.
Stick them right in. They're the same wax.
One last cherry in the back. Oh, you gotta have a spoon.
Absolutely.
There we go. Where should we put the spoon? Right there. Look at that. That's so cool.
Right.
All right, and what about the glitter?
That's the best part.
Just sprinkle it on?
Just sprinkle it on.
Da-da-da-da. Check out my masterpiece. It is done, and you can make one too. Just come to Fire and Wixx and Patchogue. So cool. Now I'm hungry. For the next few Saturdays, Stone Street in New York City will be transformed into a German beer garden, block party style. It is one of New York City's largest Oktoberfest celebrations. There will be pretzels, music, and beer, of course. So come celebrate Oktoberfest Saturdays until October 26th, and you can even bring your pup to the party. New York's fall foliage is nearing its peak. One of the best ways to experience the local color is from the Hudson River. Classic Harbor Line offers foliage cruises aboard a 1920s-style motor yacht or a majestic schooner. You'll see the Statue of Liberty and the Brooklyn Bridge along with other iconic landmarks. Enjoy a leisurely brunch while taking in the breathtaking views. The best part? No traffic jams. Glow Wild is back at Connecticut's Beardsley Zoo. Journey through a wonderland of illuminated larger-than-life lanterns inspired by our wild world. Spanning the zoo's 30 acres, guests are invited to walk through glowing corridors. Displays of nature will light up the night sky, dazzling guests of all ages. The Glow Wild Lantern Festival is designed for everyone to enjoy, whether a family outing, romantic date, or co-workers get-together. The festival is offered Thursdays through Sundays.